seeds of persistence. You only reap what you sow. Sometimes you'll wanna give up now. Trust me, I know the race is not for the swift ones. Endure and keep trotting through. What God has promised for you, son, is only for you. The rains will fall, the winds will blow. Yeah, the seeds of doubt will come, but don't let them grow. You see the lines on my face, the glaze in my eyes, they paint a picture of the years and mark the tears that I've cried. And every time that I fell and grace did I rise. This is the story of my years, and it's the story of my life. 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 The story of my life.
I've seen God's grace in abundance. Every test built my faith. You never know how much you'll grow until you have failed. Make your plans in your heart. Let God guide your steps. My son, hear my instructions, so your days will be well.
The rains will fall, the winds will blow. Yeah, the seeds of doubt will come, but don't let them grow.
The lines on my face, the glaze in my eyes, they paint a picture of the years and mark the tears that I've cried. And every time that I fell, in grace did I rise. This is the story of my years. This is the story of my life.
The story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life. When everything I had was gone, and all my hopes seemed to run dry. When my life's work seemed to be lost, and there were no more tears to cry, I put my faith in something more than I could hold or see or buy. This is the story of my faith, and this is the story of my life. 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 This is the story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life. I fall down, but I get up. I'm never counted out. I'm never counted out. I get up.
Mic check, mic love, una dos. Well, let me see you now dance. Come on, dance. Let me see you now dance. Come on, dance. Let me see you now. Kudum. Oh nah. Come up. Girl, you're pretty from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Question, if I dance with you, would you dance with me? Now give me a little wine, pretty girl, you know what to do. When I say go down, I want you go down on the ground with me too, yeah. Wine up, right there. Give it to me, girl, give it to me. Wine up, right there. Wine up your body for me, baby. Wine up, right there. I love it when you wine for me, baby. Wine up, right there. Stop. Every girl in the dance, take a seat. Pull on, check. Take a seat. Right down. Take a seat. Right down. Take a seat. and you dip and go down there. Oh Lord, girl, you know you're cute and sexy, and girl, you know your bottom juicy. So bring your body, come give it to me. Girl, I want you come, wind up, right there. Give it to me, girl, give it to me. Wind up, right there. Wind up your body for me, baby. Wind up, right there. I love it when you whine for me, baby. Wind up, right there. Stop. Every girl in the
just whine, don't stop. Pose, flex, look back, talk, life, to back, body, done, back, shot, tick, tock, tick, tick, slim waist, skin slick, dark, brown, chocolate, tick, fit, leg, jit, brain, quick, mind, sharp, you're intelligent and you're smart. You hit the target in the heart, you hit the target like a dart. You're always around from the start. Whenever you're gone, it feel dark. I don't want you leave your mark. Promise.
Looking like you're lonely. You're such a lonely boy. Acting like you're lonely. Are you women wanna come my way? Looking like you're lonely. You're such a lonely boy. Acting like you're lonely. Are you women wanna come my way? I never shoot my shot, but you make me wanna fight. My pride and my ego pop down. I won't put up a fight. This time when you show me, nobody ever get this time. Calling you on your bluff now. My cards. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, toi et moi? Ouh là là. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, you and me? Ooh la la.
Oh baby, slow down. Right now we full of emotion. You took half, I took a whole one. Body wetter than the ocean. Feels like poetry in motion. You going and cause an explosion. Tonight could be the best sex of your life. I fill up every corner of your appetite. Are we going right up till the morning?
Yeah, Team Soca.
Yeah, so bend down, fling it back.
It's the Incredibles, do you know what I mean?
Everything jamming, everything I have.
Ça cap veille émission, sur radio na télévision. Ça cap checker téléphone, pour connaître votre Gracia. Passer dans stock et dans mouvement là. Oui, c'est acheter ticket à l'avance. Ou y'a pas prendre et t'as n'importe là. Y'a pas voulu rater yon note là.
Boston, Canada.
Oh, c'est même pas soin, y'a toujours sous compas.
En Suisse à Paris.
Hey, c'est même bagala y'a peut-être moins vini.
Y'a Martinique.
Dans zone Zayon, c'est compas qui boule pique.
Miami, Haïti.
Pas que j'ai mais compas non piti.
Boston, Canada.
Oh, c'est même pas soin, y'a toujours sous compas.
En Suisse à Paris.
Hey, c'est même bagala y'a peut-être moins vini.
Y'a Martinique.
Dans zone Zayon, c'est compas qui boule pique.
Miami, Haïti.
Bonne calvaire nous taper lancé. Dans jouer football, jouer domino. Équipe sans mythe et mi rassemblée. A qui guitare papa d'acheter. Yon vieux piano désaccordé. Yon fait micro sous bois BBC. Nous décidé faut nous délancer. C'est notre fait 6 qui commence. Café des hommes qui continuer. C'est notre vie qui démarrer. Notre histoire qui va continuer. Big Sama qui fait pas parler. De tout est là, y'a déposé. J'avais ça quoi, maman qui mène malé.
Él prefiere a las mujeres casadas o comprometidas. Parece no darse cuenta, su vida corre peligro. Más que Macao no respeta y el secreto no está
Morning. I loving the vibe though.
Thank you.
I gotta give you a hard time.
I know.
Morning to each and every one of you, and welcome to the People's Chat Room. And yes, we are dressed in blue for a reason. All right.
Well, if you're following, you should know.
So I want to say hello to my sister, my friend, Miss Susan Brown, Ali Hudlin, Showin Sergeant. Good morning. How you doing? And I sent you a text to please accept my sympathy.
Yeah, same here.
So yeah, we're dressed in blue for a reason. Of course, Super Blue is gonna be on today.
Family.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up, Drew? Smileless music. Yes, Super Blue is on today, and we're also gonna feature some new music from Mr. Chuck Gordon, better known to some of you all as Chucky, who is I don't want to pigeonhole him. I think he's a calypsonian as well as a soca artist, because that voice that he has wonders. Okay, so we are going to have our realtor, our contributor, Mr. Kevin Amoroso, on today, as well as Miss Phyllis Worrell. And then we'll do Chucky, and then Super Blue has the whole or most of the second hour, because he's Super Blue. I mean, he's our statesman, elder statesman. So in the meantime, let me turn it back over to DJ Code Red. Remember, you can hear us on all our social media platforms. That includes Instagram, which does not save the show, so you're watching it in real time. YouTube, where the shows are archived. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can hear us on Twitch, and where else? Twitter, and of course Facebook. And we are live on iTunes Radio.
Yes, we are right now.
This evening on Soca Passion TX, and tomorrow on islandbeatradio.net. So we're live and direct. Download the app, all right? Also download the app for Soca Passion as well as Island Beat Radio. Kevin, we seen you. We can't see it just yet. In the meantime, let's play some music.
Incredible.
You have to believe me. It happened late at night. Me and the woman hug up tight. It was so frightening. Dog, it happened like lightning. She catch me by surprise. She was hiding in disguise. Go for it, go for it. I managed to get away. Go for it, go for it. I live to see another day. Go for it, go for it. She take all my money. Go for it, go for it. It's all how she tried to suck my energy.
Morning, Kevin. Morning.
Morning, Kay.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I was looking for the
He get the memo. He got the memo.
Bluetooth. All right now. Such a tribute. How you doing, my friend? How we doing? We doing good?
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry about last week. I was in New York. I was in New York for the weekend. I had to go and support my sister-in-law out there in New York. She did a nice party for the first time. So I went out there to support her. Saw some of this these soca DJs. I mean, listen, I missed hearing soca play like that. I missed going to a party and just, dressing up nice and feeling, I really missed that. And it was really good to go out there last week, but I came back with a damn cold.
Brooklyn have a different energy. Brooklyn have a different energy. Brooklyn energy, when it comes to music, it's aggressive. When you come back, you
just get motivated.
For real. You get motivated.
It's a nice little motivation, because I kid you not, Tashard, bro, we'll talk, Lima will talk later offline, but yeah, I had conversations with one of my sons yesterday, a real heart to heart, Jared, the 24-year-old. And I tell you what, this is, we're not off of the topic of what we're talking about, right? I'm building up to something.
Right.
And I tell you what, at 46 years young, about to be 47 on January 11th, 111, that's my number. I tell you what, I look back and I say to myself, if I had to do things differently, people always say, oh no, I wouldn't do it differently. I tell you what, I would do it different. I'm sorry, I'll tell you that. I'll do it differently because I'll definitely pay attention more when people were trying to talk to me, right? And lead me into direction.
Right.
I honestly, people, I'm pretty sure you guys come across a lot of people and they're like, no, I wouldn't do anything differently. Blah, blah, blah. I do the same way. I'm one of those guys. I'll be honest with you. I'll do things different, right? Because there were certain points in my life, and I think in everybody's life, that we get these clues, right? These clues around on the roadmap to success and to where you need to go in life and everything like that. And I kid you not, sometimes you really don't pay attention to those things. So going back to Brooklyn and just meeting up with family and enjoying that and seeing guys, thrive in an environment, it continues to give me courage, encouragement, and hope, because people are stepping up their game. Everybody's stepping up their game, because without those mistakes in life, we won't know where to turn when we come up on that hamster wheel again. Because at some point in time, we got to get off the hamster wheel.
True.
Every single year, people say the same things. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And then they start and then they stop, because they do the same thing over and over again. And it feels comfortable, right? It feels comfortable. At some point in time, we have to understand as a people moving forward. And this is probably, one of the last shows for me for the year, right? Until probably next year. But I want people to understand this.
Actually, we're doing a show next week, Saturday, and our guest will be Mr. Leon Teague, panelist and professor at University of Illinois. So we're doing a show next week, Saturday.
Well, I'll have Natalie do that one, if that's all right.
All right, that's fine, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
But I really want to take this time, like now, like this past Wednesday with the group, we set goals for 20. I don't like setting goals because goals are easily attainable and crushed, right? But we set some milestones along the path, because you got to create the vision, write the vision down, make it plain. People talk about buying investment properties. You see, tomorrow is not promised. There comes a time where we know that people will pass on. We don't know when our time is, right? You make the best of what you have right now and make sure that you're setting up to create that. Have conversations with your family, have conversations with your kids, loving, meaningful conversations. Hug and kiss your people, right? Set milestones. Listen, Lima, I am so happy. Somebody reached out to me 2 weeks ago because of your show.
Awesome.
Because of this show.
That lets us know.
And your influence.
Yeah, well, both. That lets us know.
Don't sell yourself short.
That we're measuring the progress of the show when you give us feedback like that.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of things we'll be doing from next month that will help us to measure, but I'm not going to say anything just yet. The progress of the show, so.
No, people know. People reach out. I kid you not. People reach out and they understand. And I kid you not, it's led me to more, much more higher levels in what we're going to be doing into 2020. Like 2023 is that year where we know, I heard this young lady from Trinidad say, oh gosh, man, come on. We in 2023. If you're still doing things in 2020, it's like, it's like we did lose 2 years for COVID and whatever nonsense that they try to distract us with. But at the end of the day, like, now is the time.
Okay, so I gotta tell you, this short conversation with you is invoking a couple emotions in me. One of them is, okay, I'm hearing good information of where we're going. at the same time, it's invoking some sadness in me because there's something about the words DYING and DEATH that has just put me in a zone of, oh my God. So I'm just
Yeah.
being real, okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. Lima, listen. Listen, I was talking to a friend of mine this week about men's in the midlife crisis. Code Red, you ever gone through a midlife crisis?
He
Men's
thinking,
midlife crisis. Do you really go through
he
men's midlife
thinking.
crises, man? Guys
I
don't
don't
talk
think he
about
can
crap
hear
like
you. You
that.
heard what he said? He said, I'm married. I'm married. He is something
Oh,
else.
I mean, we all married. We all married, bro. It's crazy,
Ay.
right? Because there's
Oh,
things
gosh.
like I turned back around and I said to Jared this week, I said, bro, here's the deal. And I put a date on it. I said, bro, we're going to go out to California Carnival next year. We're going to have a good time in California. And when you come back, we're going to finish close on your home and you'll have your home by your birthday next year, July 16th.
From
Right?
your mouth to God's ears, and let me say
Yeah.
this, from my mouth to God's ears, I was telling my son something similar, and I set a year of 2024. Okay, because he has to use 2023 to do what he got to do. And then I said in 2024, I will give you the information for Kevin and Natalie, and you reach out to them. And that's
We
my eldest
squeeze
son, Deshaun.
Lima, we squeezing it out. Let me tell you a feel good story. I came back from Brooklyn on Tuesday morning, right? I was feeling a little ill because the
Change in
non-compliant on the end was coughing, and I was like, how they would let him like, what is wrong with you?
The non-compliant.
Right? And no matter the mask, still, I'm like, you know what, whatever. But here's the thing. I came back and I had this urge to like make sure that whoever it is that was around me moving into 2023, we gonna listen. Lima, when I sit down and show, by the way, we have, listen, as a family, I'm going to bring you guys into a room with me and I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
And what I'm going to show you guys, if you listen, not if, when you become a part of it, you're going to sit back and be like, that one right there. Let me tell you something, Lima. There's so much out there for us. There's so much out there for us. We need to stop being distracted and pay attention and focus on what we're supposed to be focusing on, right? Taking care of your family. Listen, family health insurance. Listen, every time carnival season comes around, Lima, I get agitated. Ask me why I get agitated.
Because that's the season for flus and a whole lot of interaction and stuff like that, just like being on a plane. And a lot of people get sick. That's the reason why.
No.
Why?
I think about my people and how much money we spend and we put into the carnival.
Oh, yes, these costumes and the total carnival experience, right?
I think about how much, I think about the trillions of dollars that are, listen, not billions, the trillions of dollars that are spent by our people, right? In an economy that somehow only a few of us seem to want to enjoy.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's
I didn't realize until was it 2019 that some people were putting their costume on. Was it layaway and they were taking out like cash advance and all of that to pay for a costume?
Think about
it is,
man,
but you know what?
And you got to revisit that bill when Carnival goes.
But it's part of that YOLO mentality, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of
you know what?
You know,
I'm not gonna say much, continue on it, but it's like, listen, we really have to pay attention and listen. I hate to use the word force, but it's almost like we have to really. Lima, remember when we were growing up? Code Red, remember we were growing up. Could you ever tell when your mother called your name from across the house? Could you ever say what?
Oh God!
Could we have ever done that?
Oh God! Yeah, good. I still
or this one.
You still can't do it now.
What was that?
You still can't do it now.
Wait. He said, "Oh, what?
Hold on.
Tell my mother. Hold on.
You will get a missile being thrown at you.
Even at my age, I still don't do it.
Another thing, if they handed you something and you don't say thanks, they will hold on to it to wait for you to say what? What's the word? What? Or they would say nothing and just wait for you to say thank you, and then they would release it.
I don't want us to forget as a Caribbean people, I don't want us to forget the fact that we've come from somewhere where we grew up with a certain level of integrity, right, and manners, but also smarts. Smarts. Like we're not monkeys. We don't speak like a lot of our people are ridiculously smart.
Yeah, we know that.
Right. So I think reach one, teach one, right? And I think we like I said, every single other Wednesday of the month, I do a class from 7 to 7:30. My wife and I, we do a class and we help people understand where they need to be to get going. Lima, remember, I know Code Red was here too. And I know, I know probably a dozen other people who was on this station heard us say this about 2 years ago. Remember the slogan, Code Red? If you got $5,000, buy land.
Yes.
Gotta get a t-shirt on that.
He had a t-shirt.
Yeah.
$5,000 buy land. I remember that. And then some people tapped in and some people didn't. And then that $5,000 went up to like 10
think about
plus.
it now. If you had spent $5,000 2 years ago on a measly quarter-acre of land, 2 years into it in 2022, you would have doubled, tripled, or quadrupled your $5,000. Just think about that.
I remember that. $5,000 buy land.
Yeah. Listen, the prices aren't coming down. The value is not coming down. The interest rate may go up and down, but at the end of the day, they are building more homes. There's more migration coming. There's more immigration happening. Don't wait.
Okay,
do it.
And that's a segue for me to say this, and then we gotta run. So you know that the Florida legislation passed some bill, or no, it hasn't been signed by the governor yet, but they did something with regards to home insurance. But I feel that they haven't really addressed the problem, which is the the skyrocketing cost of insurance. They haven't addressed that. They tiptoed around.
Not yet.
They
I mean,
did
it's going to be
else, but they haven't addressed that.
That's going to be a big one because a lot of people were without insurance when Ian hits, and it just having the ability, like this whole, honestly, it takes us to understand like this whole system is kind of really broken, and like we end up paying the bill for something that we can't even access.
It's true. It's true. It is so true. And you know, I feel that they need to actually take a big bite into it instead of taking nibbles, and that's what they're doing, nibbling. You know?
Yeah, I don't think. It's not going to be addressed properly.
No, it's not going to be addressed properly.
A lot of people have been affected.
Well, we gotta go.
All right, man. I know we said a lot today, Lima, but you know, I'm going to ask Natalie to be on next week.
Next week.
So that she can kind of give closing remarks for the week, for the year, and whatever, and then we'll go from there. But make sure you guys are tapping in to the People's Chat Room all the time. Give me a call if you're looking for real estate advice. I don't do financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but I will hit you up with some real estate.
Okay.
And put them numbers into square.
Let me call your number, 407-780-3338. Again, 407-780-3338. Give Kevin a call. He is the realtor in the family, but Natalie, his wife, is the mortgage broker. So you have a one-stop shop. Okay? See you next week. Well, see Natalie
next
week.
Take care, guys. You guys have a fun show
Happy
today.
holidays.
I know you guys will have an amazing day.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
So we're making room after a music break for our contributor, Miss Phyllis Worrell. Want to say thanks to Kevin and the family, the Amoroso family, for being part of the People's Chat Room almost every Saturday, bringing financial wisdom and, you know, just information to help you live a better life and tap into the American dream, because it exists. You just got to know the roadmap to access it. So let's do some music and come back with Phyllis.
Farmer, na 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 babe. I don't want you to go.
Wine can't be enough. Three wine can't be enough. Oh, darling.
thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, I'm busy trying to find the link for YouTube.
Right now we come to start the party. See Martin and Farmer napping. We come to make all the girls them happy. Watch day, I see the clowns them start to set. And we don't even reach the venue yet. This might be a night we won't forget. Cause as soon as we step in the bed, it's gone like rain, flowing like water. Right now we come to start the party. See Martin and Farmer napping. We come to make all the girls them happy. Watch day, I see the clowns them start to set. And we don't even reach the venue yet. This might be a night we won't forget. Cause as soon as we step in the bed, it's gone like rain, flowing like water. With your bumper, it's gone like rain. And we don't want no umbrella. With your water.
Is it me or the weather that have you feeling so? From the time I see I want to put the work on you.
That type of waste is pressure. Like a wasaline. Once the lightning strike 2 times and you get it under one.
All right. Phyllis. Okay, let's see. She is island hopping. So she
Yeah.
was in Trinidad last weekend.
Yes.
I think you're in Barbados today.
Yes, I
All
am.
right. So we have some
I'm
Bajan.
in Barbados today. This is the crew here, guys. Y'all could say hi.
Morning.
Is that wait? Let me put wait. Let me put on my glasses. Do that again. Is that Kent? No, that's not Kent. Well, Leslie. Happy birthday, Leslie.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Hi. Okay.
You see Richard? Richard, say hi.
Richard, say hi. Okay, cool. Appreciate y'all. And
Look,
enjoy
okay.
Barbados for me.
Hi, Luma.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Not too bad. You alright?
I hanging in there. You know what I mean? Doing some stuff with Phyllis.
All right.
Okay,
welcome, guys. Thank you, Ulema, for having me again this week. How you guys doing?
We doing okay. It was a little bit chilly last night. Well, not compared to other parts of the country. We had like what? Low 50s, low 40s.
It cool.
It was cool.
It cool.
He making it sound so bad. It was
Look,
all right.
Anything under 70 degrees is cool for me.
It was all right. But tomorrow, is that me? But tomorrow, I think tonight, it's going to be like, what, 30s or something like that?
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
So,
It's going to be cold tonight.
It's getting worse.
Oh, okay. Well, here's sunny, as you can see, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. So, on Motivational Monday, we had touched on when you run and you still died. We were talking about gender-based violence that, and my guest speaker was Minister Wendy Lewis. You know Wendy?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Wendy knows you very well, too.
Oh, she does? That's a good thing, right?
Yes. So we were talking about, she goes around doing discussions and different things, giving, excuse me.
Hey, y'all, keep it down in the room.
Yeah. Giving, topics on gender-based violence, and it was in particular with Marva's daughter who got killed. So the topic was, what's next? When you run...
Wait, slow your roll. Marva's daughter.
Marva Bostic daughter got murdered last month.
Oh, wait.
Yes, boom family.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So the topic was, what's next? When you run and you still die. Meaning, she started to talk about being when you're in a situation and you're running to a particular place thinking, well, hey, my mom home is sacred. It's safe. You understand? But yet the perpetrator went there and committed that. So that was the topic. So what she came up saying that, it bothered her for a while that she didn't want to speak on the topic, but she spoke on the topic because she said she had a lot of time to think about it. This is someone who she knew from small, grew up with her, know the mother, know the whole family, and then this tragedy happened. So what she's saying now to women who are in domestic violence situations, don't run to a familiar place that you know.
She's right.
Run to somewhere else.
She's right, because there is an underground network that is accessible. You just need to know who to talk to. But they give
Exactly.
you these numbers and email these numbers to reach out to these people. And she's right. Run to someone you don't know, so that way they don't know where you are. They can't find you.
Exactly. And she said another thing, to open up and tell somebody what's going on, because she was not a talker.
Well, that right there, that sentence is a really ticklish sentence, because it pertains to domestic violence. It also pertains to depression. And you see what happened this week. Another story of someone taking their life.
Yes.
And not thinking, I wouldn't say not thinking, because I don't know what was going on in his head, but you have the collateral damage of the family that's left behind.
Exactly.
So for domestic violence, as you said, tell someone. For depression, tell someone.
Tell someone. There must be someone that they can trust. There has to be someone that we all could run to and confide in, whether it's a sister, a friend, a preacher. I mean, somebody. Just don't keep it inside.
Because people can't read your mind, and she wasn't a talker. People can't read your mind, and the thing with that too, the people who don't talk, they present well. They present really,
and
really
then
well.
she brought up a good one to Elima. She said apparently she went and spoke to a friend, but the friend ended up being with the husband. So you have to be careful of who your friends are and what circles you're getting into. So what she was saying, don't look for no new friends. If you have old friends, keep the network close, because you know when you have a close network now, you tend to bring things out to your friends. Yeah, you with me?
I'm with you 100%. The moral of this story is tell someone familiar.
Tell someone.
Tell someone familiar.
Yes, tell someone familiar.
Tell someone familiar. So because she's saying don't try to make new friends, stick with your old network. Tell someone familiar.
Someone.
Again, tapping into what happened this week. I mean, with this, so let's just say the name, Twitch. The Twitch Stitch. I'm sorry, not familiar
Twitch.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay, the DJ that presented really well.
Very well.
And they said that he left his home, which was 1 mile away from the motel he went to, and that's where he put a gun to his head. So he didn't want to do it at home.
Yes.
He went to some place that's nondescript, you know, and he did it. Left a note that they can't really, but he presented well, you know. And now you have people on social media talking about reach out to someone who, let me tell you something, this is a 50-50 kind of thing, okay? If they don't reach out and they don't look like they need help, how you gonna know?
Exactly. If they don't reach out.
How you gonna know? All right, so I'm seeing all of that flying around. I'm like, it takes two. Responsibility lies on both
you
parties.
Have to reach out.
You have to reach out.
Our message today is reach out.
Reach out.
Reach out to someone. Stand up for what you believe in. But speak. There is somebody out there you could talk to.
There's somebody out there, and we want you to live. But you have to want to live just as much as we want you to live. It goes both ways. Reach out.
That is what is important today. And you know, she also touched on you know, just we have to be better communicators and better listeners, because some people judgmental, so they may not want to open up. But we have to learn to listen. We have to learn to have a listening ear.
Believe me when I tell you, the communication skills, there's roughly five types of communication skills. Speaking, body language, and actually listening is one of them. That's a form of communication also. This, as always, when you come on Saturdays, you prompt me to share a little bit of what I do on a full-time basis, which is being a clinical therapist. So I thank you for giving me that doorway to walk through, because ordinarily I do not walk through it when I come behind this mic. So I appreciate you in more ways than one. I love what you do on Mondays, and I want you to tell people how and when and what time and everything. Go for it.
Okay, so Motivational Mondays is every Monday from 8 to 9 p.m. And we talk about different topics. Each one, teach one. It's all about each one, teach one. If you're out there and you want to come on and be a guest, you're welcome to do so. And then I want to say thank you very much for having me here as a guest every Saturday. And just have a blessed, wonderful, and safe week, guys. And see you guys next week, God's willing.
Hold a second. You'll be on next week Saturday, right? Because we're on next week Saturday.
Yes.
We actually want to do a show.
What country?
Yes.
She in Barbados. You can't
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
We're going to be next week Saturday. You want to know?
No, I'll be back in New York.
She coming home. All right. Yeah. Y'all give my love to Barbados. Enjoy the family. And it's nice to see when a family bonds like that and y'all do it not just because, but because. We appreciate that and we appreciate you. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day, guys.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Take care.
All right. Okay.
So the message, the moral is, the message in the story, reach out, tell someone, talk to someone, okay? We cannot read your minds. Your friends and your family can't read your mind. Say something, reach out, okay? So let me turn it back over to DJ Code Red. You had something to say?
Yeah, before we go. Hold on, let me just change the little signal right here. Just to give someone their props. Well, unfortunately, we're doing it late, We always seem to give people their flowers when they're no longer here.
No. We don't always.
Not always,
yeah, sometimes
but we miss one.
Yes.
And if you want to sing in Francine,
Wow. Yeah. So to me, she's a member of the old guard. And the old guard means a lot because it's part of our musical fabric. It's part of what Calypso is and what Soca is today. And Singing Francine started back in the day with Rose and Mighty Sparrow and Duke. And she always had that smile on her face. Well, as some of you know, we lost her. This past week, I think was yesterday, she died. So this is our tribute to her. And Singing Francine, thank you so much for the music. And, rest well, sleep well, and just sing with the angels.
Born to us, a child was born. Born to us, an everlasting son. Like a thief in the night, he shone his light. For he meant no harm, he came to save us from damnation. Our Savior is born today. His one is close to life.
singing, Francine? I hope you are, because we've got to keep the names and the music of our elders. You know, I mean, you said that we paying tribute kind of late, but think back on this show. How many of our elders have we paid tribute to while they were still alive?
Well,
the list is long.
The list is long.
The list is very long.
I do believe
including Mr. Ron Berridge, who we lost last year. Y'all probably don't even know who Ron Berridge is, but guess what? Some years ago we had him on the show. He was the original orchestra man. Okay, we have had Lord Nelson on the show. The list is long. We even had blacks way back when on the show. So we don't stick. We do what we need to do. Some of y'all just stick. You know, just wait until they're dead and say, "Oh God, sleep in peace, rest in power." No, we don't stick. All right. So again, today we have Super Blue on the show. I'm looking forward to that, and we're also waiting for Chucky to come into the waiting room so that we could have a conversation with him about new music. And the song is called, I'll tell you just now, You Have It. If you have it. Soca Calypso 2023. So we're waiting on that interview. In the meantime, in between time, let's continue with the music right here on the People's Chat Room live on iTunes Radio. Oh, wait a second. Kovo, Ken is not here. I just remembered.
Yeah,
Well, I remembered all the time, but I just remembered to actually say something. So we want to say, our sympathy to his family because he lost his uncle. So that's why he's not here today. Also want to give shout out to the rest of the crew of the People's Chat Room, and of course the DJs on iTunes Radio, all of y'all, and of course the DJs on Soca Passion and Island Beat Radio. So turn it back over to DJ Code Red.
She tell me she had an accident. Say she stick on the highway. What may comes up she problems. So she looking to find me. It's bad traffic jam and hot sun beating hard, yeah. Say she out on the road all day. So when I reach her she tell me, what you waiting for? Like you ain't sure. Jack up the thing like so, eh. And if you see her I put the pressure when I turning it. As she walking on the road again. Fix it up, mechanic. She tell me do quick, I can't be late. You know the boss like to complain, so I put down the walk with confidence. But she watching the timing, for sure no man done call the wrecker. Hey, but it's traffic jam, traffic bumper to bumper. Oh, oh.
If you give me some rubber, I'm gonna give you
So
some
I had to remind Code. Okay, that has blocked me with Kes because he got his stuff together. So that's why he's switching.
I
had to switch.
I had to switch.
All right, let's keep the music.
Oh, for somebody, and I go do anything in you. Oh, for somebody, some of that, for some of this, some of this, for some of that, some of that, for some of this, some of this.
Every girl bubble, every girl wine, every girl bubble, every girl wine, every girl bubble, every girl wine, every girl bubble, every girl wine. I love the way that you ride it, right? I love the way how you ride it. You really just ride it good. You're making me lose control. You're riding it good, riding it. 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 You're riding it, riding it good, riding it. You're riding it good, riding it. You're riding it good. I hear you get home.
Want to say hello to Eon Williams. He's listening to us on the Facebook page, and Alicia Denise Levy. Sorry, I hope I'm not messing up your name, okay? But thank you for tuning in on the Facebook page. Remember, there are other opportunities to check us out via live stream, and we would never discourage you from downloading the iTunes Radio app so you can listen to us live wherever you are.
For them, bull talk them like what? Before you start, I don't want to know. Only he says, she ain't double palm. I don't want to know. If you see she there, don't ask me no question. I don't want to know. All the talk them talk about who is serviceman. I don't want to know. It's my peace of mind I really focus on.
My team don't leave.
We want to also take this opportunity to thank each and every one of our guests that have been on the People's Chat Room all through the year 2023. I'll read a little bit, give you the list every now and then. And I also want to thank the team, particularly DJ Code Red, for doing what he does, because I cannot just stand here. I need all of this that's happening around me. I don't know how to do that. Okay? I am a good DJ. Talk. But I don't know how to do all the rest of the stuff. The thanks code. Also DJ Kevorkian, Professor GT whenever he shows up, and of course DJ Militia. In the meantime, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week when we come back on. But we still got a lot to go, so don't disappear just yet. Turning it back over to DJ Code Red.
I'll be coming back for you. Hear what I need. A little bit of rhythm, a little bit of rock. And some girl and the play shut down. Right now I'm feeling to have some fun. Jam up on somebody.
Should I play the new cast? It's bad. It bad.
You mean you're gonna play like I don't. 2 seconds late, right?
I'll see what I could do. I'll see
right,
before Chucky come on.
What you need for a good fete? We have plenty bacchanal. Hate to see people stressing. Them kind of thing that get me mad. When they see I lose it, it's for the love of carnival. It's a jump, yeah, take my ass out the way. It's a jump, grace and class no other way. It's a jump, yeah, take my ass out the way. It's a jump, when the spirit free, it's going.
It's just the instrumental at first, but I want to listen to the rest.
For the rest of the music.
Wait.
I just want to jump. Don't tell me about work in the morning. Unless we're talking hard work. Wine and jam up, wine up on a girl. I sing.
All right.
Yo.
I like the one you played earlier on. Not that wasn't Kes. What was that?
But it's okay.
GBM Nutrient. Yeah. I like that one.
I know, but yeah. For Carnival, we know we jump. We know we. Oh yeah.
Who we?
You going home? You going home? You going home?
When they say who we,
you going home?
Like, what he talking about?
You going home? You ain't going home. You ain't going home. I go jump for you.
Oh my God.
I go jump for you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was Liam reaching out to me, so I will look at it later. So let me tell you all who we've had on the show, because we still haven't seen Chucky come into the waiting room, and you know the show must go on. So we've had Jamali, Krisanji. Jamali is a reggae artist, really. Yeah. We've had Kingpin, another reggae artist. We've had Sean Fisher. Lord Relator was on February 26th. Once again, we don't stick, we pay tribute. Mr. Junior Bisnack was on the 5th of February. We've had, we had Ding Dong scheduled to be on the show, but at the last minute he decided not to show up. But that's okay, the show went on. We had G-Wiz, we had Marvin, which is Trinette's brother. That was awesome. Ineasy is rocking the charts right now in London. That was another artist that we've had on, and we're going to bring him back on. Mr. Leston Paul was on. Again, we don't stick, we pay tribute. Okay. We had JC Lodge, the incomparable Miss JC Lodge. She was on the show.
That was an
amazing
interview.
Really good interview. Let's see, we've had Richie, well, he was scheduled, but, not really. Winchy Danger. KC of Precision Productions was also on the show. That was another good interview. Nati Ramuta, who's part family. Miss Geraldine Thompson, that was July 16th when we were going through the whole election cycle. Courtney Under, singer, producer, actor. That was another good interview. We had Trinette on. Akeem out of Grenada, reggae artist. We had we had Chucky. That was in August, and we're going to have Chucky on just for a couple minutes. We still don't see him, but hopefully he'll come on pretty soon. We had Dr. Nadine Rogers, Mandela Links out of Grenada, Mr. Claudette CP Peters, CP Claudette Peters from Antigua, Mr. Peter Samuel, Massman, Mr. Leo Carmichael, and we were supposed to have Sherwin Winchester on, but something came up, so he's going to be rescheduled for 2023. In the meantime, how could I forget? We had Olade Banks on last Saturday. We are bringing him back on because we didn't have room to play the entire album, so we're bringing him back on.
Yeah, we are.
Early next year, so we could go through the entire album and enjoy all the music. And you all heard him last week with the new album, Colors. Fantastic album. We want you to go out and purchase it, okay? Because it's an album worth having. All right? In the meantime, let me turn you back over to DJ Code Red. And we're waiting on Chucky. But we also have the interview coming up with Super Blue.
That's all I like. Party. Hey, time to party. Hey, time to party. Hey, I just want to jump. Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work. Wine and jam, wine up on a girl. I say you can't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work. Wine and jam, wine up on a girl. Well, I want to get this off of my chest. Talk about it, talk about it. All of the girls them whining best. Talk about it, talk about it. How you want me to leave this fit? Talk about it, talk about it. Go and sit down behind that desk. Talk about it. I can feel the spirit. It calling me. The spirit calling me. It calling me. Start to jump around if you feel the spirit. It calling me. The spirit calling me. The spirit. It calling me. Start to jump around. Hey, so when they call you must answer. Respond with your hands up. When they call you must answer. Respond with your hands up. When they call you must answer. Respond with your hands up. When they call you must answer. Respond up. In my flesh, in my bone, I can feel it up in my soul. Lighting up everything I know. Everything I know. Hey, this is love. This is growth. This is vision and this is hope. Soca spirit that's in this world. Come and let it show. And it's all.
We want to remind you all that there are still flood victims in Trinidad and Tobago that are totally going through it because they lost everything. I really don't know how involved the government of Trinidad and Tobago is in helping them to get something back, some semblance of Christmas, because Christmas is just 1 week away. But I know that Collins Duranty had a show at Kaiso Blues Cafe, I think was last night, flood relief, because he also was one of the victims, or is one of the victims from the flood in Trinidad and Tobago. And we want to encourage, if you know someone, send them $50 a man, all right? $50, it might just cost you like an extra $10 to send it via MoneyGram or Western Union, but you know, send something, okay?
Are you ready to party? Are you ready to fret like this? Raise up your cups and your glasses. If you think you could drink like me, meet me by the bar, 'cause we taking shots. Middle of the fed, everybody just taking shots. Link up with me, everybody come take a shot. Middle of the stage, there's only ladies and shots. Yeah, so take a shot. Whoa. Lucid dreams, me and my team. Every time we roll out, take over the Baba Green. The guy in with jeans, we causing a scene. When we start to get
only artist that is doing that, but he's the one that you know, well, one of the well-known ones that has been bringing live music into recordings. We really appreciate that. You can't beat live horns, you can't beat live drums, you can't beat nothing live. It is what it is. So voice, good job.
I come from a place of love. Vibes from you just never stop. Like something just trigger away, trigger away. Like the rhythm just give energy, energy. 10,000 coming strong. On the way. Tell them if you don't want nobody, nobody. I say this one for culture. Every masquerader. We sell on less soca. Boy, when if you love this thing, then jump up. Back in the time, say jump up. Hands in this. I come from a place of love. Vibes don't you just never stop. Like something just trigger away, trigger away. Like the rhythm just give energy, energy. 10,000 coming strong. On the way. Tell them if you don't want nobody, nobody. I say this one for culture. Every masquerade. We sell on less soca. Boy, when if you love this thing, then jump up. Back in the time, say jump up. Hands in the sky and jump up. Split them up high and jump up. Somebody jump up. From the way, jump up. Everybody jump up. All over there. We out and bad.
You can't beat soca music. Listen to that now and catch the vibe.
Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Tell them we out and bad. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Tell them we out and bad. Tell them party rum, ice. The place full of woman and vibe. Watch how the party turn up tonight. Because we out and bad and the people better we causing trouble. Just watch how we causing trouble. Everybody bag is button. Well, that's how we causing trouble. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Run to the box and jump up and wait. One place shell and madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them out there. Run to the box and jump up and wait.
It's
One place shell and
incredible,
madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Once a Trini reaching your vet is not.
It's the Incredibles, do you know what I mean?
Dear promoter. You see that trust in there? Keep that. You see that curtain there? Keep that. We don't need your fancy stage, brother. Once a Trini reaching your vet is nice, place. Boy. Hands in the sky, we bring the vibes. Once we reaching your vet is nice, place. Yeah, boy. They can't deny we bring the vibes. And I don't mean to be bossy, but they can't party like we. Once from man so got there, but for sure 3 days. They can't party like we. Don't matter time or day.
The party lit, the party nice, the party bun down. The place have vibes when we touch down the party. Shall we?
It's the Incredibles, do you know what I mean?
We have drinks, pour it over the ice. Right now I feel to get drunk. The place have vibes when we touch down the party. Shall we?
Yeah, oh gosh, it's sweet. That is what I have him balling out. It's sweet. That is what I have him crying out. It's sweet. Too much sugar, have him shouting out.
contact. You only looking normal, girl, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Girl, when you look back at it, eye contact. I go make you feel my contact. I want you to watch your conduct. So when you start to fling that, look back, look at how it arch. Look back on the speed. Look back, look what you done scars. Look back, girl, you look normal, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, girl, you know what you're doing. She had the baddest, the baddest, the baddest. Put my money on that, spending the money on that. Now watch out, a girl inna the front of the party, rock out and wine, mommy shake your bottom. The way you wine can tell that you're naughty. Bubble up your body, earthquake it, madam. Pass a wine, girl, tip on the toe. Position like 6 on the club. Me no mind if she want climb up on the bike, bring a tight something right, jack, yeah. You are the baddest thing on earth. Wind up your body in a tight up skirt. How you fit in a them jeans on earth? Wine and go down with a squeeze, my girl. What a fat, girly fat, Benny back, my girl, Benny back. Plus your bam bam big like a what? Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Reverse it, cock it up, fling it back like a lean and truck.
Reverse it, cock it up, back it up like a dumper truck.
Reverse it, cock it up, bounce pan it till it rock.
Reverse it, cock it up.
Yeah, if you're somebody, girl, shake up your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. Your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there real nice. And bouncing, hey, we bounce here and pumping. Hey, roll something and jump it. Hey, find somebody, do something now, boy. Don't stop it. Hey, right down there we want it. Hey, roll down and just drop it.
Jiggy Calypso.
So let me give you all an idea of what's going on here. We're gonna have Chucky on next week. He got caught up in an activity that he's doing at the tent, so that ran a little bit longer.
You gotta explain when you say tent.
Oh yeah, because some of y'all may not know what we're talking about. So in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a performance tents. Not in the true sense of the American definition of a tent. It's actually a building, okay, that has a certain list of calypsonians that perform with them. And because we're going into, right after Christmas, we're going into Carnival 2023. And remember, they didn't have Carnival in 2020 and 2021 because of the pandemic. Or did they have in 2020?
They had it. 2020 was
the last one?
Was 20. So yeah, they didn't have one in 21 and 20.
All right, so 2020 was the last one before the pandemic hit. So 21 and 22 there was no carnival. This year was something.
Yeah, I know you know what they call
Taste of Carnival, I think is what they call it, something like that. I think so. So they're getting ready to go back into Carnival.
Double to no China in it?
Lord have mercy. Put a hand, please. Okay, all right. Doubles with no Chana. However, it was a Taste of Carnival.
Yeah, wait, exactly. A Taste of Carnival is doubles with no Chana.
All right, cool. Doubles with no Chana. So now we're going into Carnival 2023. Everything is supposed to be a better version of what it was before. That's pretty much it.
The actual version. Earlier this year was like a watered down, you know.
Why are you giving the people a hard time? No,
but I know they try. Sorrow, no sugar.
I'm the one to throw people under the bus.
Well, I'll learn it from you.
Position.
Yeah. Sorrow with no sugar.
Sorrow with no sugar. Okay, you need to behave. Sorrow with no sugar. Anyhow.
Yeah, that's gonna get people a little this year, boy. Sorry, no sugar.
Let me try and redirect my thoughts. So.
Yes. Where I was going with.
So Chucky was at one of the tents. I don't know which tent it is because he's up in Port of Spain, which is North Trinidad. Okay, and So he got a bit delayed. So tell you what, we're gonna bring him on next week Saturday because right now we're waiting for Super Blue to come on. We have his manager in the waiting room, Danuela. She's in the waiting room, and we're waiting for Super to come into the house.
I think I met her a couple of times. I think I met her
a couple times.
Yeah. First time was in Jacksonville. He performed for Jacksonville Carnival.
That's when I met her.
And I met her there. And for...
Was it there? I met her once.
I know her in Orlando. I know for Orlando we had... I can't remember what event it was, but I had the opportunity and the...
Okay, so let me throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Let me push you under the bus. I'm gonna push your ass under the bus. We have a drop from Super Blue.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
I don't know that.
Because he says the people's chat room.
Well, we are no longer
it's
the ladies' chat room. Correct. Don't give me butt.
You can get hung up with semantics. It's the same show.
Oh, no,
Last time I checked, you was the same DJ. I was the same next host.
But I wasn't a lady.
Oh my, you know what?
Well,
you know what? With the broom. With the blasted broom. Damn it in hell. Shit. Anyhow.
I hear that one in a minute, damn it.
You send me there. Oh, Lord.
I like that one.
Right.
Damn it.
Because we're no longer the ladies' chat room, he refuses to play the drop.
So we need to get new ones. You've been tasking you to get new ones, and you have fallen by the wayside.
Because I got 1,000,001 other things to do.
And I have 1,000,000 and less to do.
We got drops from Super Blue. We have drops from that fella who does sing that song with the can of what's the can of thing?
You see?
I can't remember.
Don't go there.
Anyhow, play some music because I'm getting myself in trouble.
Yes, you are. All right, hold on. So let's you catch me. You catch me off guard with that one, boy. You catch me off guard with that one. So
I'm still trying to remember the can. I see the name in it.
We wanna drink and party. Yeah. We here for a good time, not a long time. With a feel good sound, bring me another round. Hey, okay, girl. You see your best wine up in your chest. You wanna link, call me, I'm the best. Every girl walk out to the fete, and every girl them dressed to impress. See my team, we don't really waste time.
And Red Bull.
Nice.
Sing that song? We drinking rum and Red Bull.
Nice one.
Alright, we have a drop from him too. We also have a drop from Julian Marley. These are drops that he's not playing because it says the ladies chat room. He didn't hear that. Most likely we're going to go past 2. See, now we're at least 15 minutes late for this interview. We'll go past 2 so that way we could get all my questions in, because I look at this as this is a one in a lifetime interview because, hey, all right? So we're waiting on Super to come on camera.
If you don't mind, if you turn on the camera when you're ready.
The waiting.
Yep.
Now Don't let the thing go to waste, so darling. If it's sweet, baby, eat it all, baby. If the juice, I see, that's how I like it. 'Cause it's ripe and ready for the taking. It's ripe and ready for the taking, baby. I hope you don't waste it. Just let me know how it tastes. It's ripe and ready for the taking. Ripe and ready for the taking, darling. I hope you don't waste it. Just let me know how it tastes.
You're ready
so
for it.
I gotta tell you this. While we're waiting for Super to come to come on camera, let me let y'all know a couple things about this gentleman. Of course, he's our elder statesman. When you look at the time frame or the timeline for soca music, of course, we had Rashor T.I. who created soca, S-O-K-A-H. And then after Rashor T.I., and some people will talk about Maestro as also one of the creators of soca. Some people will say Shorty, some people will say it's Maestro. To me, 6 or 1/2 dozen are the next. These were two men that were instrumental in where we're at today as far as soca music is concerned.
Right.
But then you bring in the ace player, Super Blue, who back then was called Blue Boy, now he's called Super Blue. Right? So we'll have that conversation, but let me tell you a couple things about Super Blue. First Calypsonian to ever perform at Wembley Convention Centre in London, UK. And all this is facts. You all can find this. Just Google the man's name, okay? First Soca Monarch winner. Bacchanal Time and birthday party performances appeared on the first worldwide broadcast of Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival via CNN. First double winner of Soca Monarch and Road March in the same year with Bacchanal Time in 1993. And he's also the only Calypsonian to appear on Sesame Street. All right, and I remember that not clearly. I had to look back at it yesterday, where they were showing you a young girl learning to perform for the first time as a on stilts, and they call that Moko Jambi. Yeah. So Super, anytime you could let us see you, and then
can you hear us?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready? We ready? When?
We ready.
If you don't mind, there's a way to turn on your camera. We'd be highly appreciative of that.
Yeah. Just click the how you do it? You just click it.
Yeah, there's a camera.
And the line will come off of the camera, and we'll be able to see you guys.
Yeah.
So I think that's at the bottom of the screen, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we use it so much on the desktop, the phone work, the mobile version.
On our screen, the icon is at the. Yes, no.
Everybody stand up, jump now.
There you are.
All right. Okay.
Perfect.
We can see a hand. All right. So just,
okay. All right. So just now he come in.
All right.
All right. Excellent. Thank you.
Right?
All right.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. So we're waiting for him to come on camera.
Any more?
So I tell you what, Danuela. We just need you to sit and position so that way we could see exactly how the video is going to fall. So when he sits down, we can have that happening. So I tell you what, we'll take you off we will take you off a camera in the meantime.
Right.
All right. No. He come in now.
All right. So
yeah, leave it there now. Yeah.
Lifelines, so we keep on holding on, so we keep on holding on, we keep on holding on, so we keep on holding on. I know better road, said the life get rough. Cause we shall be up the way with respect and trust. I down to my heart so the clock can't stop. And if I miss a beat, call for Dr. Love. Cupid, shit, I don't never miss one shot. Promise I never share when things are stick. Must see me stepping on your temple. Introduce.
Sunrise, blue skies.
Hello.
How are you?
I see you.
Season's greetings.
Same to you, darling.
Thank you. We just want to make sure your audio. We just want to make sure that your audio is on point because you're sounding just a little bit muffled.
Okay.
All right. So keep talking. Let's see what we got.
1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello. Soca for life.
Much better. We come in just like
Soca
ice cream.
is life.
Life. Thank you so much for being a part of the People's Chat Room today. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Well, you're honored. We are more honored because you are. I mean, good grief. You were Blue Boy. Now you're Super Blue. You're part of who we are as a people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So anyhow, let's get started. I was reading out some of your accomplishments, being the first Calypsonian, the first Soca Monarch winner, the first, so many firsts. But let's get started. You started playing the steel pan at an early age and you formed your own steel pan orchestra. Was your love for the pan the main reason why most of your music transitions so well onto the instrument, the pan?
But God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes it prepares for a situation and you might complain that the time age has been reason. In the beginning, I fell in love with pan. And in my community, Point Fountain, so much people was playing football. I want to play football too.
No, I don't.
I started basketball.
Okay.
But I stuck with the pan. I ended up playing in 2 national finals at Tenapan with Dunlop Tornadoes. Okay. And I started parang a schoolmate named Rudolph Latus teach me to play the quattro and the guitar. And I started to that from there. And I love composing. I started to extempo, things in the beginning. And just so, mysteriously, I left Point for certain reasons and took me to Port Spring with a gear. And I pray. And I dream with no communication, and it took me months. The first 6 months was hard, and then being tongue at 17 and a half. Then I end up on a fish boat, and then I started I had a sing carriage going to Soca.
So okay.
I saw Nordness on a stage. After that, I said, this is my dream. And they laugh at me, and this is it.
Okay, so if I'm to understand you clearly, when you started off, you could play quattro. You back in the day, it was quattro.
No, quattro and guitar.
And when you left Point, which you say was for certain reasons, we're not going to go into that, you went into Port of Spain, and some people laughed at you because they're probably telling themselves, he full of it, he don't know what he going and do.
Yeah,
but you showed them that you knew, you went in Port of Spain on a dream.
Yeah. All I had is the experience, had my own steel band too, Upper Stars, which I was the arranger, the caretaker, and the owner. And I get to realize that the arranging, I have something to offer. Not pan, but now a strictly pan. When I make melodies, so I just have to read plenty. But melodies, God bless me with melodies. Plenty melodies. And to offer something to the table. And I bounced around with 2-3 people. Stalin, Starro, Drew, Espina, Merchant, Superior, the biggies, no? And I learned something and take the shit from them, and the most, none coming from I say, the only man that left a musical manual to do how to get into soca was Ras Shorty. I love music. So I took that up to and done that, and that started saying, hey, I could do it. And hey,
Okay.
that's his history.
So the song that took you into that was Soca Baptist, all right? That was your
Soca
first.
Baptist.
That was your first hit. Was that a collaboration? Because I'm hearing
Yeah.
that you really respected Ras Shorty, right? Was Soca Baptist
Yeah.
you and him having
Yeah.
a conversation, and that's how Soca Baptist became what it
Yeah,
is?
almost because when I listen to I love music, I make music night and day, whether I can write music. And I listen to some of one of our guys. I could do this. He have the musical manual. It's two musical manual I look at.
Okay.
One Ras Shorty I have it, and Collis you can have it with dollar wine. Because when they say wine is a historical word. It's not vulgar. It's an art, just like ballet, like anything. And Collis you can have the dollar wine. So the art of how to wine carnival. So two musical manual I respect highly.
Okay. Wow, this is a really good interview. So, why was Soca Baptist referred to as a controversial song? Because it was referred to as a controversial song.
Well, that is a long story, you know. But but in a nutshell, it was controversial because the first time the spirituality coming into in the carnival. But you see, remember, the spirituality in Pan and Kaiso was when that after carnival the country Kaiso, sing Kaiso, and play a pan. Yeah? There's Lent.
Okay.
So bringing that spirituality into it, the chant and thing, some people, lots of people, when something new come, people were some to feel it, or people say respect it, or some people say, hey, no way, you understand? So, all the Prime Minister said, Dr. Ekwem said at that time, they asked him to ban it. And you see, the song was a good song. I love the song. But let good sense prevail. So you leave it up to them. And you just took it out. And then after, Carnival is kind of mockery and protest. And then the people rebel in a kind of way that make it a road march.
So
that was historical. That was historic moment.
So you had Dr. Eric Williams, the father of the country, advocating for you. Look at that. I mean, wow. When you're
all he said is let good sense prevail.
Wow. Nice. Thank you. How has the culture of soca changed from your earlier days to now?
Everybody has their own opinion. From my way I sitting here, the roots, it goes back to Ikasu. And if you look at the society and the people and the children is the future. Every child is regal. Them and the kings and queens of tomorrow. And they have dreams and aspirations. And at the same time, how we used to wine 40 years ago, the body movement is different now because of music. The rhythm is different now. But the same ingredients, because label as reggae, stools, samba, something, but the movements go be better because Lord say, your children, my children, and their children, when them children will be supreme beings and kings and queens, reign supreme. So things will just go forward. Maybe a super not you imagine like it, but it was to have a lifespan if you adapt. How much you know will depend on how far you go in life. Because life is no. Every day you have to learn something and be aware of something. If you are a good composer in this business, every day you have to learn something. You have to stay in the classroom, the university of life. For you with broadcasting, interviewing people, every day you have to learn something. Technology coming every 2 months, fast. And to stay in tune, you have to adapt.
Okay. So your words of wisdom. I mean, I have some follow-ups with that, but you get any follow-ups with that, Code?
Not yet.
Not yet. So
When I read to play my favorite song, I'll play.
okay. So we have a lot of your music. I mean, so I think right now you want to take a music break and let's play some of his music, and we'll come back with our conversation with you, Super Blue.
Okay, thank you.
Listening to a prayer meeting, Baptist people preaching, with a leader in front, half people shaking. So I tell my partner, boy, let we get closer, because I tell myself I'm hearing soca. Though it was something to be spiritual, to me it was more like bacana. Oh Lord, yeah, cause they dancing, some jumping out at time. If you see Baptist woman wine, oh Lord, singing whoa, 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 like soca Baptist, whoa, like soca Baptist, whoa, like soca Baptist, whoa, 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 like soca Baptist, whoa, like soca Baptist, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woman, yeah. Oh.
Aha.
Yes.
You have hit after hit after hit after hit. Songing redundant when I keep saying that word, hit after hit. But your music is just that, a history of hits. Now, you had mentioned that there are two manuals that you look up to, which is the one by Colin Lucas with Dollar Wine, and then, of course, Rash Shorty I. Is there another formula, or is there a formula to creating those hits? Or is it those two manuals that pretty much is part of how you create your hits?
Well, when I reach a certain, not everybody who knows something in life know how to teach it. Most of the times, or so many times, you have to learn from examples from them. Take pieces from them, observe. Music on the earth, but only for those who observe and listen, like paying attention. You see, we in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, all around, we do this carnival. And so, music, calypso, chatting, whatever. We have songs that take special eyes and ears to observe and complaining how much you know. We have songs like King Austin, deceased King Austin, have a song in progress. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah. That is one of the, or could be one of the greatest calypso ever composed. And our portrait of Trinidad, it could be better than. Sparrow, I can't say between this Sparrow and Kitchener. Who is the greatest? Because Kitchener, this album is so large and so big. All of them is great in the room. I would say Sparrow is the greatest calypso, and I think, and the label, Kitchener as the grandmaster. You know what it is to be a grandmaster? You know, university, you have to go different universities. And then live for life to get a title in grandmaster. Then, okay. So, it has other songs in Trinidad it's 20 songs. And this conversation go long, because it's two things or three or four things I do like to argue because it goes on and on. Politics, music,
and religion.
yeah, it never done. Eh? So, but them two stand out to me. Because of my friend. And songs, I have a song, I can children go to school and learn well. Otherwise,
Otherwise later on in life, you go to
them songs, the awareness of life, they stand out. It's a plenty songs that stand out. I could go on and pick up him. But some go over the ears of people. Some people hear it, but then listen, and it's still adapted to the time. You know, education is the key. So I just thankful for here and doing putting in my 2 cents to make this movement of the Soca life valuable and mean something. And if I have people like you, pioneers like you, all I'm spreading it around the world, and I'm thankful for that. I just want my 2 cents to be recognized.
Well, your 2 cents and then some has been recognized, and a question is coming into my mind that I didn't write down, but I will ask. We lost singing Francine yesterday, and she is part of the whole fraternity.
I think after she had some hits. Well, dead life, 2 things are rotten. Is land and music. She works will forever be because she gives me some hits in the Caribbean, early age and after. Then, so she's a queen. Undoubtedly, she's a queen. I salute her. May she rest in peace. God bless her soul. And thanks for the contribution that you give to me and to the fraternity and the fans for the fraternity and the Kaiser fraternity. She was here and we appreciate all the things she has done.
She has done. Okay, thank you. After Fantastic Friday, you took a break. Was it because the music was not flowing or you just needed to sit out a couple years?
No, and you just it's way the Soca artists have it harder than artists around the world. It's every year you have to deliver. And if you only company and see eye to eye to get anything in time, yeah, it will have an early glitches and thing, yeah. So with that we did things but not on the level which we were supposed to, right? Because many companies happen. But now we're back on board and we bring in a specialist, Daniela Ramdin, as a manager. So she could bring something to the table. And we have different fresh producers to the table. So I'll be working on it.
Okay, so if I'm to understand what you said, you did say that soca artists have it hard, and I agree with you because every year they have to come with fresh music. You're only as good as the year that you're in. Okay, and I know that not everybody. One, it costs to produce music. It costs to
it's exorbitant. We do want to elaborate on that right now.
You know what? I really want
to turn back the people who want to join the business, right? Because but I welcome every 2 cents. Everybody could. It's a movement, and everybody could have their input. Everybody be a laborers of the art form.
Okay. Okay.
No one man can do it. No one girl can do it.
You're right about that. No one man
can do it. It's an epic episode, and everybody had to put in the 2 cents, and it will amount to something. And mind you, we live in that 1%, or 1% of other live for the Lord.
Amen.
That is the praise.
What are your thoughts on Afrobeats and how it is getting popular and seems to have kind of like pushed soca to the side?
This is a universe. There's a billion and trillion and zillion things, expression in the world. We ain't discovered it. You have to welcome things.
You have to welcome what?
We don't
I'm
know the
sorry.
word. Welcome things.
Uh-huh.
You have to adapt it or you could use things from it because Afrobeat, techno, all them is the expressions of people.
Okay.
So you have to respect it.
Okay.
You must respect it. Because we don't have the lifespan and the amount of knowledge to foresee the future to say we could get a little insight by instinct and hey, this will be good.
I didn't hear that last part. We don't have the what?
The knowledge
Uh-huh.
and the thing because the future that we are given, right?
Okay.
The future today was yesterday.
Okay. All right. I got you.
And tomorrow, that is tomorrow. But to comprehend when something comes new, you have to give it a chance, explore it, go up with someone and see, and ask for their vision to see what it could unfold to. Yeah?
Okay.
What you could do. You could inspect it because you have to respect it. And you're going to agree to think. Afrobeat and somebody, suppose God ordained somebody bring that Afrobeat.
Okay.
So we could use it and pick a little ingredients in it.
So okay, so we'll continue respecting Afrobeats as something that the universe has
That's an expression of somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an expression of somebody.
My whole thing is that we have, and I'm going there. We've got soca that's been struggling to be noticed. We've gone through so many years of getting to a point where we noticed by the rest of the world. I mean, let's go back to you. Your music was featured on Sesame Street decades ago, right? Now, in the space of less than 10 years, Afrobeats has accomplished all of that and then some, and soca is still struggling. So
we're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's one time the time we're watching. Not when you have children, not all of them is resource. Sometimes children is snails, they're slow. But and not it's the distance to stay in the race and the time the opportunity will come.
All right.
Trust me.
All right.
I have the faith. I'm not living by fear. I live by the faith.
All right.
All right.
Words are wisdom. We
Soca
gonna play.
music. Soca is going to be the most joyful music in the whole world. Because we need inspection, we still have things to do with.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And getting it to a place. Right. Sometimes, who knows if you stifle it. They know about it. They know about it. Because they're not me alone. They have Marcel, Corinne Duva, Kessler, all of them, Fayan, Bungie, Terry, Batstone, Desagasa, Patrice, Famanapi, Akone, Problem Child. It's had so much of it, right? Boys, yeah? So then, sooner or later, they're going to hear about it.
Okay. So I will defer to what you're saying. In the meantime, we're gonna play some more of your vast library of music, and we'll talk on the other side.
Children, today's carnival. Are you ready to go home? No. Are you ready to go home? No. Are you ready to go home? No. Children, time to go home. No. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What is the time, Mr. Wolf? What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What is the time, Mr. Wolf? It's bacchanal time. Bacchanal time. Bacchanal, 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 bacchanal time. The party can't stop. No, the party can't stop. Children, cambule, flambeau, shak, and drum. Hey, the party can't stop. No, the party can't stop. Tell them, start the mass, the moko jumbi go come. Wait, the party can't stop. Hey, the party can't stop. 1, 2, 3.
put up your finger. So here now. This question wasn't on here, but I'm gonna. It's like I have to ask it. You know, you started that whole jump and wave that went on for decades. Jump and wave. That was.
It comes to stay.
It what now?
It's a victory sign and a joyful sign. It comes to stay.
Well, that went
it
on.
To stay.
Every artist was telling people jump and wave, and it was like, okay. Is there something else that we could do other than jumping and wave? When you started that, did you have the expectation that it would take off like fire?
Yeah. It's a victory sign, a joyful sign.
Okay.
Without telling you that, when you have accidents, is not only fatal, there's happy accidents in life. You know that?
Yes.
Take that. Watson. When you get a nervous about your smile, and you take less muscle to smile, more muscle to get on.
That's true.
When you get
That's true. You're right about that.
When you get a surprise, you just explode. That explosion of joy. And in many ways to show your expression.
Okay.
If you can do something or do hey, jump for joy, just dance. Yeah. That is how the music. That is the soca music. This is a secret. Soca music is the most beautiful rhythm. And it have intelligence. Soca have intelligence.
It's true.
So
it's true because
wherever they want to, soon they go see the face. It is not my children, or your children, or your children, or your family.
You're right about that when you say soca has intelligence, because you could take a soca song, any soca song, and every time you listen to it, you hear something different.
All right. Okay. It's rhythm. It's funky. Keep your feet. When soca is around, your chair is your enemy.
Okay, I got three more questions. Do you think there should be a Calypso Hall of Fame, and what do you think has prevented it from happening so far? Because we have some of our elders, explain, go as far back as...
I don't want... yeah, take this question, because that we are trying to go, and maybe we could suggest that for the government to do or a private entity to do, but hey, something that is needed. The whole my concern, there's music on the earth for those who observe and listen. I hope people could hear this and somebody could take a speech from you and set it up.
All right.
But that it will be very important.
Enough said. Your legacy is a very strong one that includes not just your music, but by extension your children, Fayan and Terry. Years ago, when you stepped out with Soca Baptist, did you have any expectations about the reach of your music? Did you expect your music to go this far when you started with Soca Baptist?
I'll be lying if I say yes. No. I ain't say tomorrow. I could only have an idea about tomorrow preparing. Yeah? But I never knew it would have reached all this. It is God working mysterious ways. And this is beyond my comprehension. Yeah.
Okay. I got one more.
That is the gospel truth.
That's the gospel truth. I appreciate your
I just pray for things to happen, for things I believe in angels. Use an angel to right now. Right now, what I say, and you are broadcast. And you know the stars will hear me. So, you know, second chance to create a first impression.
True. That's true.
I thank you and honor for the partner there, Soca for life, Soca is life, and this is all in do most beautiful color in the world.
Oh, wait a second. What is it with you and blue?
They told me.
Wait, hold a second. I don't know if you noticed, but we have on blue too.
Yeah,
we wore blue in honor of you. So again, what is it with you and the color blue?
Well, in school, at the age of 14, 13, they used to call me Blackie Kobo. Right? And then I done a new school. And here I went for a job. I reached in Port Spring at the age of 17 and a half. When I come to town, I was 17 years and a half. And I went, after 6 months, I went by a boat until I went a job. And I stayed there and they tell me, go on that boat. Once I approaching the boat, 5 fellas on the boat, and one shout out, hey, that man back to the blue, that blue boy. And everybody called me, they laugh, and that's the name from them, Blue Boy. And they started calling me Blue Boy. And I begged them to don't call me Blue Boy. My name is Austin. And I want to fight them, I was saying, Blue Boy. And then I said, okay. And they strike on the boat and say, I'm not working again. I tell the captain, if I call me Blue Boy, I'm not working again. I stop. You say, in the middle of the sea, you know that you can you tell me you strike? How you going to So I very good. But I went and saw a picture in groups with Charles Bronson. They call him Blue. And then I say, see me? And he was a star boy. I say, see me? I accept it, Blue Boy. Blue Boy. And that's it. That is so.
I like the fact that I asked that question. So I got one more. And that question wasn't written. I was like, blue. Okay, all right. You stated, my goal is not to be better than someone else, but to be better than I used to be. How can you, Super, be better than you used to be?
Form is temporary. Class is permanent.
Say again, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Form is temporary. Class is permanent. You see in life, once a child, twice, once a man, twice a child, right? Right. So that's all your attributes intact. When you're young, and you come out old man, and you come up a baby, helpless.
True.
But in life, look at Michael Jordan and LeBron. Them found a way. The lifespan they give us basketballer. Then when exceed that time, you can still play with youth who come in because they have experience, they know how to use the experience to stay longer. Anytime. How far you go, it depends how much you know. Because people would take a page from you and then you better you because in life you don't compare yourself with others. So in life you could become green and bitter. And in life there's lesser and greater people than yourself.
True.
Not everybody have the moral wisdom to accept somebody's success without envy. So be careful. Every day try to learn something.
Wow. Words of wisdom. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to call Danuela after because I have some things that are popping in my head. But we appreciate you spending the time with us today. I'm hoping that this will not be the last time that you will be back on another day and time. I'm hoping that you're going to be okay with that, but we really appreciate you, Super Blue.
And thank you. How much are you?
Lima Dunbar.
Lima, and what's his name, DJ?
DJ Code Red.
DJ Code Red?
Yes, sir.
All right. Full respect. And, darling, I'm honored to be of service. Life right now is not for me again. I'm probably doing for the music.
Thank you.
It's nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
You
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Then
Have a good-
I'm going to call you.
Bring your phone and bring on.
I'm going to call you, okay? Very interesting interview. I know that some of it wasn't as clear as we really wanted it to be, but that's okay because, you know, most important thing is that we had him on the show this morning. And a lot of what he said you could understand and you could recognize that the wisdom and the fact that he's learned a whole lot over his 60-something years on this plane of existence, and by God's grace, we hope that he's going to be with us for many, many, many more years to come. My name is Lima Dunbar. Next week, Saturday, we're going to have Mr. Liam Teague. We want to wish each and every one of you a blessed rest of the week and a blessed rest of the day. And DJ Kevorkin will be back with us next week, Saturday. In the meantime, in between time, thanks Phyllis Worrell, thanks Kevin Amoroso, and thank you, Super Blue.
What that problem? What that problem? Lord, I pray and I pray for a day like today, bright and shining. Soca glory, everyone with a flag and a smile on their face. Lordy daddy of every creed and race, Lord, phenomenal, lovely atmosphere. In the Lord is our shepherd, who shall be feared?
Let me say, Brian Lemessy said, I'm loving it. Good job, sister, and rest in peace, Francine. Olade Banks, I'm loving his positive spirit. Good vibes only. Chanel sends a whole lot of love signs. And Desiderata. Thank you, Miss Susan Brown. Y'all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you all next week with what time about that? No. Liam Teague.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Soca Kingdom. Hey! Soca Kingdom. Soca Kingdom. Who ready? We now start. Get ready, day. Set a bong start. Meet we on the way. We lining up, ready to charge ahead. Forward is not enough. I want you to jump up. Trample the ground now. We headed to downtown. Get all of the railing. So much woman are trailing. Follow the big song. Get ready to mash down. All in the stadium. The whole of the kingdom. Come down. Time to show me your ways. Time to get out of line. You're born and ready for pace. Come on, wind in the roadway. All in front of the gateway. All in front of the people. Business place. This is the kingdom. Wine and free it up. 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 Every green and age. Free it up. Wine and free it up. Everybody's a say. Free it up. Wine and free it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and free it up. Wine and free it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and free it up. Wine and free it up. Why, yeah, yeah, yo. Free it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Free it up. Why, yeah, 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 yo. Free it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wine and free it up. Free it up. I want you to throw your waist. I want you to throw your waist. Give me that attitude. Now it's a whining mood. Don't give me no grumpy face. Somebody go take your place. Better not pay the fool. They're rushing it down like food. You're waiting a long time. Enough of the standby. Head up to the front line.
Shall we go?
I'm waiting on you.
You waiting on me? No, wait on me. I waiting on you.
We gotta go, y'all.
Good night.
This is the Kingdom.
It is.
See y'all next week Saturday right here on
God
the
bless
People's Chat
you.
Room. And remember, you can hear the show in rebroadcast mode this evening on Soca Passion from 6 to 8 p.m. and tomorrow on Island Beat Radio from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. But right now we are still live on iTunes Radio. Enjoy your day.
Wine and feel it up. Every green and see it up. Wine and feel